Now, welcome along to Calling It. I'm Enda Call. So, Stephen Kenny has named his first ever Ireland squad for the games coming up against Bulgaria and against Finland. He's gone with Darren Randolph, Mark Travers, and Kieran O'Hara as the goalkeepers, Seamus Coleman, Matt Doherty, Enda Stevens, Shane Duffy, John Egan, and Darragh Lenihan from Blackburn as the defenders. He's taken James McCarthy back into the team. Harry Maguire comes back into the squad. Jeff Hendrick, Alan Brown, Conor Hourahan, Jayson Molumby comes in. Robbie Brady as well makes the squad. Callum Robinson is the first of the forwards with Callum O'Dowda, James McLean, Aaron Connolly, Adam Idah comes in, Troy Parrott also comes in, Shane Long and David McGoldrick. So overall, it's a pretty decent squad for Stephen Kenny to pick at. If you're looking at sort of the formations that he's going to go with, there are a couple of options he can go with, and I suppose it depends on your preference really. And Stephen Kenny is one of these expansive managers, but he's also very pragmatic when he needs to be. I would say he's going to be a little bit more expansive when it comes to the Bulgaria and Finland games because they are winnable games, and he's going to have to really get the players behind him in this. So if you're looking at that team, you're looking at Darren Randolph. It's definitely going to be starting. Then the defensive choices is really the choices that has been splitting the team down the middle over the last year or so. Do you start Matt Doherty? Do you start Seamus Coleman? I think you can start both if you go for a defensive five and you start Enda Stevens as a left wing back, you start Matt Doherty as a right wing back, and you start Seamus Coleman in the back three with Shane Duffy and John Egan as well. That is a fairly solid back five. I know that Seamus Coleman and Matt Doherty didn't really work on the right hand side against Gibraltar, but McCarthy never tried it again after that. So if you try it once and it doesn't work, you don't just give up on it, you actually try it again in another formation. So I think that Stephen Kenny will probably give that a try. Then James McCarthy will likely come in to the starting lineup with Jayson Molumby and probably Conor Hourahan. That's probably going to be the starting three in midfield. And then you're looking at the likes of Aaron Connolly and probably David McGoldrick. David McGoldrick now, he's only in the squad for Finland. He's not in the squad for the Bulgaria game. So it's an opportunity for these young players to come in and make a mark on the team. Troy Parrott, we've been waiting on to come into the Ireland team for the last year and a half. It's been one of those conversations that's actually almost annoying to listen to at this stage. So the fact that he got that move to Millwall this year, he should be probably breaking into the Ireland squad a little bit more the more game time he gets for Millwall in the Championship. So that was a brilliant move for him. Adam Idah, you're likely to see a bit more of him for Norwich in the Championship. And Aaron Connolly has cemented himself as almost a solid squad player, if not a starting player for Brighton. So those are the three players you want to see breaking in. In midfield, it's interesting to see Jayson Molumby coming in. Again, he had a solid year for Millwall on loan from Brighton. He's coming back to Brighton, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets more game time in the Premier League than he was getting for Millwall in the Championship, but he's been phenomenal and he's definitely deserving of a starting place in the Ireland squad. And likewise for James McCarthy, he has been getting far more game time for Crystal Palace this year, finally built up a bit of fitness without injury, so he will probably come in. And I suppose it depends who Stephen Kenny prefers. Will he go for Jeff Hendrick, who will probably be starting for Newcastle this year, or will he go for Conor Hourahan, who has been coming on and off the bench over the last couple of weeks and months for Aston Villa in the Premier League this year? So it's a fairly solid team overall. What you're looking for from an Ireland perspective is definitely just more goals. Haven't been getting enough goals from strikers. Midfield haven't been contributing enough on the goal front either. So you really want to see Ireland just being a little bit more expansive, controlling the games, and I think Irish fans will be happy enough of that if they, instead of going out not to lose games against the smaller sides like Bulgaria and against Finland, teams that you should be beating, or teams that you should at least be competing with on the pitch to a certain extent when it comes to possession, when it comes to passing, when it comes to just creating chances. That's what we should see under Stephen Kenny. So it's a very, very solid first squad for him. The players are coming in at a good stage of their careers. When you look at Adam Idah and you're looking at Troy Parrott, they're coming in really, really strong. Then defensively, you have a solid Premier League back four or five if you go for Enda Stevens, Shane Duffy, Matt Doherty, Seamus Coleman, John Egan. John Egan was one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League this year, so he's going to be stepping up to the mark for Ireland. Shane Duffy is apparently on his way to Celtic, so you're thinking he'll probably get a lot more game time than he did this year. So it's all looking positive for Stephen Kenny so far when it comes to Ireland squads. It's a good squad to start off with. I'm hoping that this is a new era for Irish football. We will start to see a bit more play on the pitch, bit more creativity on the pitch, and just a bit more confidence from the Ireland players, because that's really been missing over the last couple of years. They just seemed to freeze when it came to getting onto the pitch at the Aviva. So looking forward to this. Good start for Stephen Kenny. Hopefully we can get a couple of results on the board and start to get a bit more momentum going in as he starts off his Ireland career. I'm Enda Call. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button now. Hopefully we will be getting some more Ireland action over the next couple of weeks and months. Thanks for watching.